You guys, I just found some amazing Airbnbs in the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, Tennessee area, and you gotta check them out. We'll do that right after the intro. Roll that intro. Hi all, Keith here. Welcome to the video. With the craziness in the world today, some people are looking for different options other than hotels to stay at when you're in the Great Smoky Mountains. And boy, did I find a few good ones for you. We're going to do a few of these videos, but in this one, we're going to focus on larger cabins that you can bring big families or groups to. Before we get too far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Also, before we get into things here, I just want to let you know that none of this is sponsored. I just went out and I was checking out some things on Airbnb, and I thought you guys would really enjoy these. All right, let's check out our first Airbnb. So we're on Airbnb, and I have a few here that I've been checking out, but there's a few that I want to focus on here that I really just thought stood out to me. And the first one here is called The Pillars. You can see it's located right here behind like the old mill and stuff like that. So not real bad, but right there in Pigeon Forge. Check it out here. Just some quick stats here. As you can see, it will hold 16 guests. It has 9 bedrooms, 12 beds, and 7.5 baths. So this place is pretty large. But the thing that grabbed me about this thing the first time I saw it was this picture right here. Like, if you've ever been to Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee, this kind of has like a Graceland vibe to it, and it's real close to like Pigeon Forge. So those were two things that grab you right out of the jump with this one. But anyway, the other thing that got me was this picture right here. Like, I just love this outdoor area with this huge deck with all this seating and everything. And it's got a sweet hot tub out there and just gorgeous views down into Pigeon Forge. And actually you can see the mountains quite well too. I mean, just imagine sitting here by your fire pit looking out over the valley. It's just beautiful. Also, I thought, like, when I first saw the pictures, I thought this was like just wet, but it has like a little splash pad right here, which I thought was kind of unique. But check this out. There's like a full outdoor kitchen here with a grill and a sink and like a smoker and everything. So like you could really have some fun here. I also thought this was pretty sweet too. It's like a full-on movie theater room with like actual movie theater seats. That's pretty cool. And they have a little bit of a game room here with a pool table and an arcade, little arcade game. The inside's kind of like a little bit retro with the ceilings and stuff like that, but I thought it was pretty homey looking with that giant fireplace and all those leather couches right there. Check out this entryway though. It's like the grand entryway with some pretty nice stairs and a really nice chandelier. A little bit closer view of the huge chandelier they have. And this kitchen, I thought, was pretty nice too. Got the double ovens and the nice big grill there, or the gas stovetop with, looks like 5 burners. But check out the size of this refrigerator. Like, what the heck? You could like plan for 2 weeks worth of food in that huge refrigerator. Just a nice little island area there. It's nice. And this is just one of the bedrooms, but check out the view. You got like your own little like porch out there overlooking the mountains and Pigeon Forge down there. The bedrooms are all kind of like nice like this with the king bed and the TV, and this is nice too. You have like bunk beds and a little couch so your kids have a nice place to go hang out and chill. And they do have like this room too, like with more bunk beds, but they're like double size. It looks like either full or queen mattresses, which is pretty nice. So that was The Pillars of Pigeon Forge. It's kind of like close to town, but far enough out that it doesn't feel like you're right in town. And I just love the look and the feel of this place and that outside area. Amazing. Okay, and for our second cabin, we're going to look at one that's actually in Gatlinburg. And I know a lot of people, like, they want to go stay in a cabin, they want to have, like, their whole family or their whole group with them, but they don't want to drive up the steep mountain hill, and they don't want to, like, have the hassle of, like, having to worry about how do I get into town, and how long is it going to take to drive through all this stuff, and, you know, everything like that. So this one's a great option. It's right in Gatlinburg, and it's just huge. Here's the map over here, and here's the Pancake Pantry, and this is the road that goes up behind the village and stuff like that, this Cherokee Orchard Road, and it's right off of a road up here, so it's pretty conveniently located right there. There's some parking back here for the village, so parking wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. But anyway, check this place out. Now, you wanted a huge place. This place is huge. 20 bedrooms and 52 beds with 20 and a half baths. I mean, like, huge, right? I will say the outside of this place is what really just drew me in. Like, it looks like a really neat lodge or something that you would see. But I will say one thing about this place, it is in like a community, so that is a little bit of a trade-off you'll have, because the ones up in the mountains you'll be like more secluded, but this one, since you're in town, you're kind of in a little community, so you have like a shared pool and stuff like that, like for the community. But if you're wanting to stay in Gatlinburg with a lot of people, this is the place for you. So check out this living room area. I mean, I just love the wood everywhere. And again, like the bark accents on the walls and everything. This place is like, it feels so luxury on the inside that it's, I don't know, it's super impressive to me. I mean, look at this kitchen. You got like 2 islands and you have 2 huge refrigerators. You can't see this picture, but we'll look at it in a second. But here it has a full-on movie room. That is just impressive. And I imagine these are like little LEDs or whatever up here. And check out this door that goes into the movie room. It's like an old-timey wine cellar look. It's really neat. But there's a pool table out here. This place is not lacking for outdoor seating. There's a ton. I mean, all these seats here, these tables here, and there's 2 decks worth. So people can hang out outside all they want. And the views aren't too bad, but I imagine during the summer months, it might be harder to see the mountains through here. Now, here's the thing I was talking about with like your neighbors and stuff like that. It's a little bit of a trade-off. I mean, you have 2 hot tubs, I think, but you can sort of see your neighbors are right here on top of you. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's a trade-off, you know. If you don't want to drive up the steep hills and stuff like that, you have a little bit of a trade-off of being close to some neighbors. But again, I don't think it's too bad. See, here's another view on the other side of the deck, and I mean, it's pretty private. Now, here's a better view of the kitchen. Like, looking back, you can see, I mentioned 2 refrigerators earlier. Look at this, 2 refrigerators, what? You could definitely feed a small army in this place. Here's another view of like a sitting room area, and I just love that all these like leather couches are just everywhere. Here's another look at the kitchen though, and I wanted to show you, like, look at how many tables they have in here and how much seating. You could definitely fit a small army in this place. Now here's some of the bedrooms. They'll, king size bed, but again, you know, your view out here to your neighbors, which is kind of a bummer, but again, trade-offs. This bathroom is kind of standard, but this place has some nice bathrooms. Like, for example, here's one of the bathrooms, like with this walk-in shower. Really huge, really nice. But here's another view into the shower there. It's just like so long and so huge. It's really neat. Another example of a bedroom here, and it has a little bit of an ensuite on it, which is nice. I imagine most bedrooms have an ensuite because of the number of bathrooms in this place. It's great for large groups, you know, don't have to share. You have your own little private area you can get tucked away in. And they even have some bedrooms like this where you can see there's like a little futon here. So like if you want your kid to be in your room with you or whatever, there's a little futon option in this room. Here's something super fun for the kids. It's like their own like little pods, you know, down here for bunk beds, and they have like stairs up to these bunk beds. I don't know, I just think as a kid this would be super fun to sleep in. It does have a washer and dryer. Here's a long look at the upstairs deck, and as you can see, just a ton more seating and more picnic tables there for you. And as you can see here, I just want to show you this picture too, because it sort of shows better like the community. At least there's a lot of parking here for you, which is great. And this is actually even a better view right here, because you see the cabins right here. You don't really have too many people on this side, but you do have someone right here. But as you can see, the location is really great. You can see like the Space Needle and the Skylift Park right there. So like you're real close to town and real close to the action. Now remember I said they had a shared pool. They have the hot tubs there on the decks, but they do have a shared community pool, and that's what this is right here. It's the community pool building, which is pretty nice though. Like pretty good sized pool and everything. And I like the fact that it's in a building, so if the weather isn't great, you can you know, still be in here swimming, but don't have to worry about it being too cold, too hot, too rainy. You know, it's pretty nice. And that was our number 2 option here. Great for those folks that don't want to be way up in the mountains, but still want like a luxury cabin you can all just hang out and chill in and be close to all the action in Gatlinburg. For our 3rd option, we got Greystone Point Lodge. It's in Gatlinburg, but more up on a hill, kind of like behind where the Margaritaville is, with amazing mountain views. It's right here. You can see Ripley's Aquarium, and then it would be like this road right up here. You'd go up. So it's pretty close to everything in Gatlinburg. As you can see, there's 16 guests maximum with 15 bedrooms, 25 beds, and 16 and a half baths. Plenty of room here too. But this picture pretty much sold me on the whole cabin. I mean, this is your living room. I mean, floor to ceiling windows, amazing mountain. I mean, I can sit here for hours and just stare out this window, I think. This is beautiful. And, you know, it's got these nice, comfy leather chairs everywhere. If nothing else happened to this cabin, this would be the main selling point for me. But it's also nice that it has this like little parking lot, and there's a different view here you'll see. There's no one really around you, and this is like your own parking lot for this cabin. And it is nice, it is handicap accessible, has the ramp right there. Here's sort of a back view, and as you can see, there's no one really too close to you up here. You're kind of on the side of the hill. You can see, well, you can sort of see right down here, there's a hot tub, so that's nice. Here's a longer look of the main room here. I would call it the great room because that window though, oh my. But check out all the seating and tables they have there. Plenty of room for everyone to eat. It does have like a little like a Golden Tee arcade game there, and a really nice looking movie theater. Now here's where it starts getting spectacular for me. This outside area, this deck is just beautiful. It's covered, so you know you can sit out there in any kind of weather. But we'll get to that in a second here, because we're gonna head back inside and look back into the kitchen. Actually, you can see there's 2 fireplaces right there, right next to all those tables and the seating and stuff like that. So this great room is just beautiful. And check out the stained glass right above the door. I just thought that was really cool. The bear, I love it. And here's kind of like what the bedrooms are, you know, king bed, there's a little futon there and stuff like that. So pretty standard bathrooms in most of them too, you know, just the tub and the, you know, necessities. This one too is cool because it does have like the walk up thing and the like little pods, you know, for the kids to sleep in, the bunk beds. I really love this design. I think the kids would love it too. This balcony just overlooking downtown Gatlinburg and the mountains. I mean, I don't think it gets any better than this view right here. And there's plenty of seating out here. But just check this out, it's breathtaking. I mean, this is your view off your balcony. What? They have picnic tables out here too, so you can enjoy the beautiful outdoors while you're eating. Just another look here of the picnic tables out over the mountains. And here's a better view of like the fire pit area or the fireplace area outside. I don't know, I just love it. It's covered, tons of rocking chairs. It's beautiful. Just one more long look here. I mean, you can see you're just kind of up on the side of this hill here all by yourself. But those views though, that's why you choose this place. They're amazing. Here's a more top-down view too, just to show you there's not really too many people around you, just woods everywhere, and you can see the better view of the parking lot right there. So if you want a great place in Gatlinburg, still close to everything, secluded, and with maybe some of the best views I've personally seen in Gatlinburg, check this place out. All right, our last cabin here takes us back to the Pigeon Forge area in a secluded, amazing cabin that's actually right here. It's sort of like there's Wears Valley, there's Pigeon Forge and the Parkway right here. So you're kind of just out in the middle of the mountains, but check this place out. Called Mountain Spring here. 12 guests, 5 bathrooms, 7 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. So maybe not the hugest place that we checked out, but not everyone has giant families or giant groups of people, so you want like a reasonable place, you need to check this place out, and I'll show you why here in a second. This isn't really the best picture, like, but you can sort of see the main reason why I think this place is great is because of the outdoor areas. Like you have your own like little kids splash pad pool area, and then it goes into a little bit of a deeper pool back here, a fire pit, and there's actually hammocks off to the side here. But check out that pool area. I mean, this is like something you'd find at a resort. I mean, it's great. It's got a little swing, and you can see like up here, there's the hammocks. Here's another view. I mean, just imagine like lounging in your pool with this view. I mean, I'm down for it. And there's a covered area here with like a little seating area and a hot tub right here and a TV to watch while you're in the hot tub or just lounging out here. So as you can see, like the outdoor areas of this place they're just beautiful. It does have a few like arcade style games inside and air hockey table and a little lounge area down here by the pool, which is nice. It's got a pool table, and this bar though is amazing, and I'll show you in a second. Check out this bar though. I love the wood with like the rock inlay It looks like a little stream going through your countertop. It's beautiful. And this does have like a little movie theater area, and I just love these recliners. They look so comfy. It's not like a pull-down screen, but it's a pretty big-sized TV, so that'd work. This house is just like beautiful, and you're gonna start seeing like how elevated it is here in a second. But just check out this kitchen, for example. I mean, just the backsplash and the hood here, and the refrigerator with the see-through glass. Kind of a longer look, you know. You even have like a little wine refrigerator here. It's really nice. Nice island there too. Plenty of seating here. Because remember, this place isn't as huge as the other, so you don't need 15 tables in here. So there's plenty of seating for everyone to eat around in here. But I mean, could you imagine eating your breakfast and looking out at this view every day? Beautiful. And also, I love that they have these little bears everywhere. Like, see, here's another view with some more bears, and there's like a totem pole thing right above the fireplace and TV there. But check out this railing up here on the second level. I mean, this place, I just love the feel of it. Here's another view, and you can see your great view out the window again. This is what I'm saying, like the elevated luxury in this place. Like, I mean, the really nice fireplace here with the wall. It's like stone and wood, and you got the wood all around you. I mean, none of the other places that we've looked at so far have had this much luxury built in. I don't know, it's great. I mean, look at this bathroom. You have like the copper pounded sinks and nice countertops and the soaking tub over there. Also got the shower there too, and the nice accent wall back there. I just love it. Here's another example of another bathroom here, couple sinks. But check out this walk-in shower. It's got like this river rock thing, and it's got like fish swimming through it. I mean, they didn't need to do that. That's just like built-in touches that just put this place over the top for me. I mean, they got all these shower heads in here too. It's just like, dang. Would you want to leave the shower? I don't know. Here's another bedroom, and you can see like they kept the really nice fireplaces moving through here, and the wood everywhere. Just love it. And I love the fan actually even in this room. They do have like rooms with like standard bathrooms like this, but I still think it's really nice with the inlay around the mirror here. But check out your bathtub though. It's like a deep soaker. I wonder if those are like, it has like the bubbles on the bottom. It might. But this, I don't think I've ever seen this, just with this spigot just coming out of the floor and this handheld thing in your own little tub here. It was like elevated luxury in every single room of this place. Here's kind of like a more standard room again, but I mean, it's still got a really nice fireplace and a really nice, wood accent over here. But check out the bathroom. Who does this? Who designs these bathrooms? Like, everyone is like a little bit different, and they're all just like, they have just these elevated touches all over them. Like these sinks and this giant like area here to store things. But check out the shower. I mean, it's like cavernous. Look at it. It's another one of these like with the soaking tub with the spigot and everything. I don't know. Whoever designed this place just did a great job. Just looking back into this place, you can see all the shower heads and everything over here too. So like you can take a bath or a shower. It's like kind of like a wet room. They do have like bunk beds and stuff like that too for the kids or whoever wants the bunk beds. I mean, still like, this is the bathroom on that ensuite, and it's just like, it looks nice. I love the wood around there, but I mean, the shower even in this one is beautiful. And check out this sink. Like, what? Like, who does this? It's like a carved out of rock polished sink. I don't know. It's beautiful in here. Check out this thing. It's like a pound, like a copper sink that's in the shape of like a leaf. I mean, what? What? This place is amazing. They do even have like a sauna in here, so if that's something you're into, you can take a nice sauna. And we're back outside. This is another view of like the hammocks. So there's 3 hammocks here, which is unique and nice. Be a nice place to chill and relax while overlooking the mountains back there. And this place does have like a basketball court too, which is, it's nice if you're into that. They do have like this outside charcoal grill, which is nice too. And here's a view on the deck. You can see all these awesome rocking chairs just overlooking the whole area down there. And here's the front view, and it's really cute. I don't know. This is a great cabin, and it does sort of have like this rounded, looks like driveway, which is nice with some parking. So that was our last Airbnb tour, and I don't know, that one. If you're not bringing like a giant family, if you want like luxury, your own private pool with great mountain views. I don't know, you can't go wrong with this one. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video. Also, make sure you hang out for just a little bit longer. We have some end cards coming up with some video suggestions, and we'd love it if you'd watch another video for us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to all our subscribers out there. And also, if you like what we're doing here, consider heading over to our Ko-fi page. It's just a way to drop us like a virtual tip. All the money goes back to support the channel. Alright everyone, we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace and love.